How's it going? I'm gonna run side quest. Maybe. Actually, wait. Hold on. Do I have the? I do have it enabled as like the real version of the script. So if I run it, it should give me an invalid syntax warning. All right. Apparently, we're getting right to work. So let's see what this invalid syntax warning is about. Yep, that's stupid. It's supposed to be if the length of gambit set is less than one, not if the length of gambit set less than one, greater than one. Excuse me. Um, oh right, yeah. There was stuff that I said, like at the end of. Oh, and I forgot the colon as well. There was stuff that at the end of stream yesterday, I was like, I'll test it tomorrow. So here it is. Here's tomorrow, and we are testing it. I'm gonna. Sorry, just one sec. I'm gonna pop back to Facecam just so I can click two buttons. This one and this one, and then I can close those things, and we can get back to work. Okay. Right. So. More invalid syntax is now fixed. Yeah, actually, just so I don't have to restart the script, or I don't have to wait to restart the script if it like crashes weirdly. I'm going to set this as the false version just until I get these sorted out. So for li and pg list, that error is going to come up twice because this block is repeated in a later point. I'm just gonna let the error tell me where the other one is. Okay, well, apparently there are two other places. Okay. I'm just gonna let the debugger tell me where the errors are. I don't feel like hunting them down right now. Look at all these colons I didn't remember to add. But now I have added, and now it'll work, maybe? We'll see. Alright, well, it at least loads. It always takes like an extra minute to load the first time. I don't know why that is. But yeah, it looks like it is loading. I'm just going to activate away mode just to like get a fake event to pop up. Because that would be another place where there might be like weird crashes, but it seems fine. So I'm gonna assume that that's actually fine now. Maybe it's not. We'll find out soon. Either way, I'm gonna set this to the real version of the script and run it. Excuse me. Alright, so that's probably not all sorted. That's probably gonna crash and like do weird things. And I'll figure that out as it happens. But no, so the next thing to do, apart from fixing those bugs, is those hypothetical bugs, which I assume exist. We'll find out soon. I want to do the prescripted. So I thought about it, and I do want to do the. I at least want to do the prescripted adlib. So yeah, what happened was like literally right at the end of the stream yesterday, we got our first prescripted adlib event to occur in the game, and seeing it happen made me realize, yeah, I do want to add this in. Like that is something that I would like to do. So this will be the first item on the list. The inverted set of outcomes for free event types. I should probably do that too. It's probably the sort of thing where like once that comes up, I'll also want to have done that. But I know for sure that I want to do this one. So let's at least start here, I guess. Scripted adlib events, general outcomes, pass fail, and so yeah, so pass fail. I'm definitely gonna do that part, but then I might not do the placeholder-y business, like this # thing. I was thinking that like I could actually reference the actions because so the interesting thing about an adlib event is that I don't know the action tags up front. Like the players, the users, like define the action tags, and so they can define it to be like anything really. And so I was thinking I would like put in like a placeholder like symbol or something so that I could actually use like the winning action tag in the outcome text. But I think I don't really need to do that. I think it actually should be fine without that. So I'll do like most of this. And I could always, if I feel like it, I can always go back and add in that placeholder text piece later if I want to. I just don't anticipate that I will. Right, so with that, or without that, as it were, the first step will be to, well, I could go about this in a few ways. I think the first step will be to process outcomes for ad-lib events. So, for example, at the very conclusion of the event, how do we do this? So at the conclusion of the event, we I forget how I set this up. It wasn't that long ago. I mean, it was relatively recent in the lifespan of the project, but I guess that's what happens when you take 2 weeks off. You forget a few things. Um, I think we just like so for actually let's start with loading in ad-lib events. Yeah, let's do that first actually. So let's where do we load in events? It would be like events slash yeah. So where do we handle ad-lib here? No, Control F. There we go. Ad-lib. Yeah. Okay. So outcome list. We just use a blank outcome list. Really. And then we must just always set the. Okay, so I'm gonna change this. I'm gonna say the outcome list will be 0 and 1. I guess. Oh right, but then so for having that, then it will be expected. Will Okay, so so these new outcomes that we're adding in are going to have to correspond to data points in the way we in the like where we saved this data out. So so outcome list append. Yeah, so where is it that we actually load the outcomes? Yeah, so for enumerate outcome list. Okay, so because we just added these in, we now need to add those outcomes to the data files, so that way when we go through this list and we attempt to load these in, there's actually going to be something there to load. So I guess that's a fine place to start for now. So is chat working? I mean, it might just be that no one's chatting. I don't know. Just testing. Okay. Let's let's where was it? Oh yeah, projects, journey, events, me. So where are these? There are 3 of them. No, not betrayal. Mutiny. Similar. New leadership, I think, is one of them. Yeah. Go away. And the other 2 were one-offs. One of them was Shrine, and one of them was day off. Yes. Okay, good. So day off is event type free. Oh. Oh, weird. Oh, that's like the nexus of all these like Okay, so that's interesting and different, and I'll have to yikes. Sorry, I forgot about event type free, which is incidentally was like basically all of the ad-lib events were supposed to be event type free once upon a time, but then I ended up making event types for like the for the ad-lib events, which okay. So maybe I do have to do both of these things. Maybe I have to do the inverted set of outcomes for free type events, because well, I just have no clue what. I just have no clue. All right, what it? Yeah, no, the set of outcomes that I need for a free type event are so weird, especially for ad-lib. I should probably like draw out like a diagram of this stuff, because like I like drawing diagrams. So let's I'm just gonna, sorry, there's no vent running right now, so I'm just gonna I'm gonna test something that I don't know if I finished testing yesterday. Did that crash the script? It has not crashed the script yet, so that's good. And it looks like it's actually working correctly. So cool. Oh, I'm gonna test something real quick. Again. So I just said one. I'm gonna say like one, one, all, one, uh, all, one. Okay, so I'm currently registered for one, and I'm about to say one, all, one. So what this should do is it should deactivate, it should deregister me for one, it should re-register me, it should deregister me, it should register me for all, it should register me for one, it should register me for all, it should deregister me for all, it should register me for all, it should register me for one, and then I'm going to add in all. And so the end result is that it should register me for all. Let's find out if that worked. All right, so one, all, one, all, one, all. Of course. Oh, hey, they crashed it. Okay. Cool. Yeah, so that's why I wanted to test that. Because, yeah. All right, so unfortunately, I'm gonna stop the script now because, oh wait, I wonder if it, huh. I wonder if it matters that I did that after the event mid-time. Huh. Oh, hey, that your fan. How's it going? Welcome. Sorry. I was really into what I was doing. Um, yeah, Snapu Wow. I think I'm online. I feel online. I feel live. I don't know what you're seeing though, so it's hard to answer that question. Uh, oh wait, so what was it? What is it complaining about here? List index out of range? Player dictionary index name dot gambit equals act search. And, oh, index I. No, that's not right. It equals PG. Whoops. Yeah, that was just left over from earlier. Oh yeah, and it's also PG plus equals 1. Yeah. Yes. I need to fix this in 2 places. Here's where it crashed, and then the other place will be like the Twittery version of this. Yes, here. So again, this is PG, not act source, whatever. Act search, blah 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 blah. So yeah, save that, and then okay, so that should fix the crash. Why did okay, yeah. So I'll rerun the script in just a moment, and I'll like activate away mode so that way we can make up for lost time. Okay. Yeah. Oh man. Oh yeah, I was gonna draw a diagram. I was gonna draw a diagram because this is so, I don't know. It's just weird, like what type of events, like what need what outcome. So it's like it's like adlib. It's like sorry, just one sec. I don't know why my windows always get messed up. Alright, so adlib, there's adlib and there's fixed actions. There's the 3 event type categories. There's like actually no, I'll just say all of them. There's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. There's also like 6, which is free, but the whole point of 6 is that it can just be like any of them. So by covering all of the other 5 or all the other 6, then that'll be fairly straightforward. So for adlib 0, I guess this is where I kind of want like the pound sign. placeholdery thing. Because the thing about yeah, I guess I actually kind of want that for 0 and for 2 and 3 now that I think about it, because like these are the ones where like one outcome gets chosen really, and so it is important to like call out that outcome. Actually, not necessarily for 3 as much, but like definitely for 0 and for 2. Um, so yeah, so I only need one outcome. I just need like one generic outcome, but I need to have the pound sign in it. Um, okay, so yeah, so uh, generic. So like I'll just say like generic. Ah, I don't know like shorthand or anything, so I'll just say like pound G. That's for my one generic outcome. So we need that. For event type one, we need like a generic outcome, but we don't necessarily need the pound sign. I mean, we've already said we need the pound sign, so we're going to do it anyways. But yeah, for event type one, we just need one generic outcome. For event type two, we need a pound win condition, and then we need like a lose condition, and then for number three, we need just a win condition, just a generic, because you can't lose. It doesn't really need, and like I said, it doesn't really need the pound sign, but uh, all right. So for event type four, we need a win condition and a lose condition. They can be generic, and the same for event type five. Yeah, we just need a win and a lose condition. All right. So all total, we just need a generic outcome, we need a win outcome, and we need a lose outcome. So for event type, for a free event type, oh, well, so, no, for a free event, okay, so what if the pound sign was always in the generic condition and always in the win condition? That'd be weird for event types 4 and 5. So I think actually we do need separate ones. I think we actually need like for a free adlib event, we actually need pound G, we need G, we need pound W, and we need W, and we need L. I think we need all of those things uh, in order to like really encapsulate everything, like completely everything that we would want to include. So cool. I I spaced things weirdly, and sorry, I'm just putting in like the things that I just said. Uh, so pound G, G, pound W, W, and L, and we don't need like pound L, right? Because like for 4 and 5, should we do pound L? I mean, like for fixed action events, we do basically the equivalent of pound L. So maybe we do actually want pound L as well. Pound L and L. So there's 6 outcomes for an adlib. There's 6 outcomes for an adlib free event, and then so for a fixed action event, for a fixed action free event, we just need generic. Well, actually no. Okay, so like we need generic times up to 3 hypothetically. Like we need generic because there can be, for a fixed action event, there can be 3 actions, and we have a separate outcome for each outcome. Oh yeah. So no, I already thought this through. We just need so we need a generic outcome. We need yeah, no. So it's different for fixed action events. What we need is a generic positive outcome. Uh, generic wait, so no, another way to say generic positive is win. as a win outcome. We need a win outcome. Uh, we need like a generic win. We need like a generic win outcome. We need generic lose outcomes times however many action tags we have. We need a generic. Or sorry, these are not generic. We need lose outcomes for each of the action tags. So we need we need action specific lose outcomes for each of the action tags that we have. So either 2 or 3, depending on how many action tags we have in that event. We need a generic lose condition, and then we need a outcomes corresponding to each of for a win condition for each of the action tags. Because that's because right now we don't have like the we just have like I wrote a free type event, and I wrote it to be just very ambiguous as to whether each of the outcomes were like a positive or a negative, because they could be a positive or a negative. So oh, I could rerun the script. I don't need it to be down for this long. That's not it. Let's activate away mode. Did it crash again? How dare you? Oh, of course it crashed again, because I started changing the data format. Frickin' robble. Sorry. Yeah, no, I was planning on just like slamming that in real quick before I started the script. I don't care if IRC doesn't work right now. Like, IRC can go eat itself, frankly. So I'm just gonna run the script anyways and activate away mode. And so because I didn't restart IRC, like, players might need to opt into the game. They might not get added to the game automatically. But you know what? That's fine. Just do that. You know, if you care, do that, okay? Okay. Sorry. Got really heavy for a moment. Alright, so this is a lot of outcomes, and it's gonna be, like, really weird to, like, load all these in, because, like, yeah. These are, like, really different scenarios. Oh, so I guess another thing to keep in mind is that, like, so for ad-lib events that are not free, like, that's another thing to keep in mind. Because, like, for ad-lib events that are not free, for, like, ad-lib events that are type 0 or 1, we need this. For ad-lib events that are 2 or 3, we need this. This is supposed to be pound W, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. And then for 4 or 5, we need this. So oh, wait. So for 5, there's no win condition. No, wait. Oh, well, I wrote these backwards. Oh, well, yeah, no, I like flipped it around. There's no for 5, there's no. Wait a second. The generic outcome. What? I was gonna say for event type 5 doesn't actually have a generic outcome because. No, that's false though. No, it totally does. This is actually correct as written. I keep wanting to think that, like, 3 and 5 should correspond, so, like, the way that 3 is, like, missing one here, like, 5 should be missing one here. But that's not true, I guess. Because whereas in event type 3, it's impossible for literally everything to lose, in event type 5, it's also impossible for everything to lose, but that's not how the outcomes are decided. The outcomes don't necessarily correspond to, like, what wins or loses. I'm helping. Yay, look at that. Okay. Let's, oh gosh, this is I'm like confusing myself with this. But like, I mean that's good, right? Because like, there's no way I would have like got this correct if I just tried to like slam it in. Oh yeah, so I mean I already know like what so like these are all the I didn't well yeah right, yeah I'm gonna finish the diagram I guess just cause so like yeah, how does this work? So it's like yay, we did it. We saved the day. All right, so for event type 0, it's the win x outcomes that we need. For event type 1, we also use the win x outcomes. For event type 1, we use the generic lose and the win x. This program is not good for handwriting, or else my tablet is. I don't know. Oh yeah, okay. So then again, for event type 3, we don't have the generic lose because it's impossible to 100% lose on an event type 3. We just have the these are the popular ones, I guess. The action specific win x outcomes. All right. So then in event type 4, this is where we have the generic win and the event the action specific lose x, and then the same here. So the thing that is seeming fairly obvious or straightforward to me is that we just need to handle these like we just need to handle like all of these cases like basically completely differently. Like there's no like rhyme or reason here really. So yeah. Wait a second. These generic ones? I guess we could just use the win specific ones. Like we don't need like the we don't yeah, no, with event type 0 and 1. No, yeah. Okay, so I think if I had done this in the other order, I probably would have just done this differently from the start because it's like yeah, no, because like kind of like how we drew it out here, like the things that we have here would be more like they'd be more like windfall. Like they would not be generic. They would not be fully generic. They'd be like win. They'd be pound win in both cases actually. Yeah. Okay. So right. Okay, so that simplifies things a little bit. Yeah, no, actually that simplifies things a fair amount. Um, so because we'll just get rid of that for now. Or here. Um, hold on. There we go. Yeah, no, this does simplify things, and actually things are starting to make a little more sense now too, or like they kind of like line up a little better now. Blah, blah, blah. They line up a little better too, because if we think of like this win without the action specific thing as the generic win, and we think of the pound W as like the pound WX, then yeah, this we can actually like start to line this up in like so like the format could be like so like just the generic format. Here's like the event type. Here's like the number of actions, and then like the location, and then like here's like the event text itself, which does not actually include the phrase arc, but whatever, it's the event text. And so then here are the fake action fake actions, and then yeah, okay, so we can have generic win. We can have pound lose 1, pound lose. Actually, I guess it'd make more sense to do it in the other order, kind of. So it'll be generic lose, pound win 1, pound win 2, uh, pound win 3, generic win, pound lose 1, pound lose 2, pound lose 3. So for the ad lib items, we only need these 4: the generic win and the win 1, the generic win, or the generic lose, the win 1, the generic win, the lose 1. I don't know if I'm saying this correctly, but I have it written down correctly. So, um, and then these like win 2, win 3, lose 2, lose 3, like these are irrelevant. And like if there are only two action tags for a fixed action event, then like the third one is irrelevant. But like if you write them all out, then like hypothetically, like this is how they all go. So I could do a few things here. I could actually like keep all of the quest data in this format and just like leave blank lines for the ones that we don't need. But I don't know, like so, yeah, so that might no, that would require like changing things that I don't necessarily want to change. So I'll like roughly keep this format. Um, like when we have like these, so like when we have these like any number of these outcomes, like this is the order that they get stacked in. So that way, uh, we can just we can set up like a special like system for determining like which events need which events should, like, based on like the type of the event that we read in, we will be able to know like which outcomes to expect in the data and then read in the appropriate outcomes as such. Okay, so yeah, weird. um so yeah, weird. Okay. um we'll want to do two things. um hmm Okay, yeah, no, I don't know how. Oh, what are we happening? We don't have enough distract or sneak yet. I'm helping. I will distract and sneak. I'm helping. Look at me. Look how helpful I am. Um, yeah, look at that. Okay. I'm better at being helpful now that there are like little stars that show up on screen. Because like when I see that little bronze star on screen, I can be like, oh hey. Um, oh, wait a second. Am I doing that correctly? The bronze. Okay, no, yeah, the bronze star was showing up on distract, which is fine. Because if I had just chosen distract, if I had not chosen sneak, then it would have moved over to sneak. The bronze star would have moved over to sneak. I would demonstrate that, but it's really close to the end of the event, and I don't want to accidentally like botch the event. Um, should I? Well, if I'm gonna do it, I should do it. I should do it soon. Uh, I've waited way too long. I'm gonna accidentally botch this event, but it's for the sake of testing. So, uh, did the bronze star move? Yeah, the bronze star moved over to sneak, and I re-registered it in time. And okay, we saved. Yay, we did it! Yay, testing. Okay. Okay. Good. All right, I guess it wasn't that close to the end of the event. I was just nervous. um. Oh, oops, my cursor was over here when I typed in sneak. Okay. So, yeah, how are we going to handle these, like, negative outcomes? Uh, like, we need new, new what? We need to keep track of these outcomes somehow, or, like, right, because right now we just, like, the outcomes just correspond to the action texts, the action tags. in most cases. But then like, yeah, so if it's a free event type and we sometimes have to invert the meaning of these things, like how do we keep track of that then? Um, I guess maybe I should just maybe I should change the way that these maybe I should change the way that I'm keeping track of these like maybe I actually should like convert, like I was saying before, to like just leaving like blank spaces for the outcomes that we don't expect, and just like always having the hmm hmm it's feasible. Yeah, that wouldn't be too hard of a change. We would just yeah. I mean, I don't know if I want to go 100% that far, but like I mean something along those lines could be reasonable and feasible and doable and like entirely possible. So yeah. Let's maybe it would just be simplest to oh no, if I did that, I'd have to go back and I'd have to convert like all the other event text. Like yeah, no, I don't feel like editing all those files. So no, I'll just only load in the ones that we need. Um, but I will change how we keep track of those things, because incidentally, when we keep the way we keep track of these actions, we actually assign them indices. And so what we can do is just like duplicate that list, right? Yeah, Lauren wrote that event. That is true. True story. It's actually a quest chain. Lauren is the only non-me person. Other than me, Lauren is the only person that has written a quest chain, which was so yeah. So the last two quests were written by Lauren. Uh, yeah. So uh, yeah. So how do we do this? So we are gonna do like the zero and the one thing, and then I guess we just say like okay. So we'll just say like uh max actions detail one. Yeah. Okay. So we'll say if event if events index name dot type it's type, right? Yeah, it's got to be type, right? I think uh type equals free. um Type equals events. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so if it equals free, then we'll say for li in outcome list. Uh, oh. Okay, yeah. Okay, so this is one thing that I was going to change is we're not appending AI anymore. We're appending I? No, I plus 1? Wait, hold on. What is I in this case? Oh, yeah. Ah? Hmm. I think I want to use I plus 1. But do I only want to use I plus 1 here for what we're appending to the outcome list, or do hmm. I guess yeah, I guess that's fine. I'll just use I plus 1. Um I'm just so my outcome list is literally just a list of indexes. It's literally just going to be like the way I'm changing it, it's just going to be like 0 to 3 or like 0 to 2. It's just going to be like 0 1 it's always just going to be like these sequential numbers. It's like Why do I even have it at this point? Like, why don't I just change it to... I could just change it so that the outcome, like, dictionary... Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. Well... Huh. Oh, weird. Okay. um... This is such a weird system. Like, so the thing that just occurred to me is that there are like specific there are like epilogue jumps and stuff and epilogues and like quest chains and stuff that depend on the outcome. And like if I have these like inverted outcomes, like the good version and the bad version, do they like share that data, or do they have like separate data points there? And like, yeah, so the reason I can't just like willy-nilly like change like how all this stuff works is that those other systems like kind of also depend on this stuff. So yeah, I should just convert like all of that stuff. I should just convert like all of that stuff because I'm pretty sure the answer is I don't want to maintain that correlation. I want to like basically separate it and have it like two separate things. So to do that, then uh, maybe I should convert like all the old data files. Like I could make a script to do it. Like it wouldn't be that difficult. I could just go back and have like a script retroactively like insert like the extra like line breaks and stuff like that. Um, as it is, I like none of these. Yeah, I like the system is like got like I kept adding and adding and adding, so it got like tangled a little bit. Like it like just grew out in like every direction, and now it's like why why do you have the farmstead quest right now and we're in a cave? What is that about? Why are we in a? Why did we found a farmstead? We found a farmstead in a cave for some reason. Okay, fine. No, I don't know what that's about. Um, I've not seen that one before. Oh no, you know what it probably is? We're probably transitioning to the river right now. We're just not very far through that transition. For some reason, it thinks that we're pretty far through that transition, though. All right. Fine. I don't like it, but maybe that's okay. I don't know. Why would it do that? I just had it in away mode. I took it out of away mode, and it was apparently a little too eager with this event. Really? I don't know. I really we can't be halfway through. Hmm. Sorry, I won't get distracted by that. I just like I don't get why it's doing that. All right. So yeah. So with these outcomes, I'm just gonna. I guess I'm just gonna like hard code these outcomes, so that we don't need to keep track of this like outcome list anymore. Um, so actually, wait, no. Am I gonna use the? Oh no, actually, I could still use the outcome list to like make the loading simpler. Kind of. Yeah, instead of having to edit the data files. Well, that's just kind of like arbitrary. Like I could either change it so that I edit the data files, Or, yeah, no, you know what? I'm not going to edit the data files. I'm going to do it in code instead. So the outcome list won't be, so yeah, so, all right, so what we used to do, we used to take the action tags and use those. So we did it for the action names and we did it for the actions, and that's fine, and we're supposed to do that. But the outcome list, we're not going to base this on the actions. Oh, yeah, no, we're not going to base this on the actions anymore. Uh, although, I, yeah, no, this is fine. Okay. So we'll just do the outcome list like entirely separately. I hope I don't have to restart the script. I should probably save. You know what? I should save a copy of the script that's not like broken. Um, so if I have to restart the script, yeah. All right. So let's take. So this is what we're working with now. Let's just make a copy of it. So journey stable, I guess. And then in case I have to fix bugs on it, I'm going to make journey stable orig. So that will help merge it'll be easier to merge them later. Okay. Right. Okay, so now let's start hacking this apart. So, yeah, the outcome list is just going to be very different. So we have to go by type here. We have to case on type here. Oh yeah, so we can skip this for now. We might do that later. Um, so we'll also case on type here. So if type if curv name index name dot type, or not curv, excuse me, if events index name dot type equals free, then where's that lambda come from? Stupid autocomplete. Free is the one where we have like the most. So we'll say outcome list equals 0, equals the list including just the number 0, and then for I in range length of act list. Oh no, actions, events index name dot actions, because we don't want to use the fake actions. The fake actions are on the action list, but they didn't make it into the action dictionary, so we'll use the length of the action dictionary. We'll say outcome list plus, no, excuse me, outcome list dot append I plus 1. And then outcome list well, so then we can say for I in outcome list is this gonna be like an infinite loop if I say for I in outcome list dot, oh yeah, no, so we'll say so no, I'll just say so for I in range length of outcome list. So we won't literally be iterating over the outcome list. We'll just be iterating over the initial length of the outcome list. Hopefully that wouldn't go infinite. I don't think this will go infinite. But what we're going to do is we're going to say outcome list dot append I plus 4. So like in our big list of like, so we need the generic lose, we need the generic win, and we need the first, we need the first two generic wins. We might need the third generic win, or we might not. So the list could be 0, 1, 2, or it could be 0, 1, 2, 3. If it's just 0, 1, 2, then we'll be appending on 4, 5, 6. But if it's 0, 1, 2, 3, we'll be appending on 4, 5, 6, 7. So basically, the only difference is that if there were only 2 action tags instead of all of the action tags, it'll just be a shorter list. Oops. Yeah. Okay. So. Oh, so interesting thing. We actually can do the first part of this always. We can do this for all cases here. Uh, it's just that the second half we only do when event type is free. Is that true? I feel. Oh, no. Nah, not really. Nah, that's not true. Because the way we're setting up these out. Maybe that's fine. No, I was thinking of like unifying or like standardizing the whole hey look, we're in the river now. We're not in the cave anymore. Cool. Um I was thinking of standardizing like the way we reference these outcomes. So like the generic win would always be index 4 or like the 5th index on this list, and like generic lose would always be the 0th. I don't know if that's worth it though. It might be simpler just to. Hmm. Maybe it just doesn't matter. Yeah, I think it just doesn't matter. Yeah, so I'll just skip that. So yeah, so I can say uh, that for yeah for all the events that exist currently, uh, we can do this, and then only for the free event types do we need to add in that other thing. So that's simple. We'll need to do something slightly different with. Well, no, actually, we'll do something pretty similar with these here. So actually, we might even be able to like move this free part down further or something. Yeah, actually, we probably can because like we can just say like that, and then we can say uh, we can just put this here. Yeah, because then in the case of adlib, it will just be 0, 1, and then it'll be oh, it's still I plus 4, so that's something to keep in mind. But that's fine. That's fine. Okay, cool. Oh, so yeah. Okay. No, that's fine. That's fine. Uh, I need to add those outcomes in, right? Because like they currently don't exist, and if I tried to run the script right now, it would crash. Um, Let me just double check. Like event type 0, I'm pretty sure event type 0 has events. Just an event type 0. I don't have that many event type 0s, but there's one in Dragon Hall. Yeah, Cricket Race. Yeah, okay, so there's a blank line. Okay, we already do a blank line for. Yeah, whatever. Our format's a little stupid, but this should work. If it's stupid and it works, that's like better than the alternative, right? Um, uh, So do we have to load anything? Yeah, we do have to change some other things because like yeah, like the way we do these like the epilogues, yeah, we're using like AI lower. But I think we should actually be using like AI, just like the item from the outcome list actually. Just use that consistently for like all right, so yeah, we might just not use AI lower at all for this stuff. Uh so yeah, so like this was just AI. Uh uh Epilogue jumps. Yeah, so how am I keeping track of this though? So if I'm not keeping track of it by action tag, well, so I am keeping track of what? I'm keeping track of the yeah, so the actions are getting indexed. Okay, yeah, so yeah. So the actions keep track of their of basically like the order. They keep track of their own order. So that's sufficient. Uh yeah. Yeah. Yep, that should be sufficient. Okay. So yeah, so we can say so for our block jumps we can use AI instead of uh, AI lower. We can just use oh right, cause right outcome list. Yeah, no, outcome list is just numbers now. So there's no point. Yeah, no. Yeah, so we can just replace. Yeah. Okay. Uh, wait, hold on. Let me just double check this. I won't blitz through it too fast. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I can just like right. So we're just indexing it anywhere. So we're indexing it or printing it. Like those are all fine locations to replace it. Okay. Okay. Good. Yeah. So there's no such thing as AI lower anymore. That's not here. Uh, and then yeah. So now we have to change it every other place that we reference, like epilogues, every place that we reference epilogue jumps, every place that we reference outcome jumps, all those good things. Uh, so yeah, that's a few places. So oh wait a second. Oh yeah. You know what just occurred to me is I I might want to do this a little bit differently. Cause yeah, so like free type. So yeah, so the thing about free type events is that they're only free type until the mid time, and then they take on a different event type. So like at a certain point, there is no such thing as a free event anymore. Oh wait a second. Is that what happens if what happens if we run like what happens if we have a pre-scripted free event and we run it and it switches to a different event type? The next time we run it, is it will it go back to being free or will it have kept that old event type or like the new event type? I would be interested to know about that. I should test that or something. Um, so like yeah, do prescripted free events stay free. Um, oh, I won't save that, but yeah, interesting thought experiment there. So let's let's hope it does. I think it doesn't. I think it just like gets converted and then stays converted. Um, I should probably change how I handle that. Like at the event midtime. Oh, whoa. Yeah, no. At the event midtime, I think I'm changing the event's type like directly, but no, I should be using like a separate. Like events should keep track of like what event type they are, and then I should keep track separately of like what the current event is or what it has become as the result of like midtime processing and like gambits and stuff like that. So yeah, that's probably going to be important. um, okay. uh, I might want to change the order of some of this stuff because like the way I do like the eyes here. Yeah, I'm probably gonna want to change that. But yeah, no. First thing, like that, it was just, what I was just realizing. What got me on that tangent was that the outcome list for where is it here? Outcome list doesn't just equal zero, right? So we'll say if curev or no, not curev. If events in like every other place that we reference the event, we reference it as curev. But no, here it's events name dot type equals or if type in what are the oddballs? The oddballs are even and even x. So if the oh cripes. Oh cripes. Alright, this is weird. No. There's no such thing as okay, wait, okay. No, this is fine. I was gonna say wait, but what if the event type is also free? But that's not a real thing. There's no such thing as like an event type that's defined as both even and free. Like those are mutually exclusive. So okay, I don't have to worry about that. So if events name dot type in even x outcome lists list will actually initialize at 4 because I'm thinking of like the way we have it set up here. Like these are like the second half, right? Like the generic win and then the action specific lose conditions. Like these are the second half. So like while most of them index at 0. These event like these even event types like they only have this half, and so they index starting at 4 and so right, so this is the else case here, and then yeah, and then so we'll say it's I plus 5 here. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Okay. What about adlib though? Do we have to do that for adlib too? Yeah, we do. Because for adlib, if so it's the same condition. It's if events type, because we can so if events name dot type in even x, then we'll have outcome list equal oh wait. I'm mixing numbers and strings, which I shouldn't. I should use consistently either numbers or consistently strings. Is there a reason I'm using strings? I think there are places that I like handle them as strings, which is why. But I could switch that over. The reason I'd been handling them as strings before is because these used to be the action tags. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, I'll probably switch it over to numbers now. So 4 and 5, and then the else case is the else case is 0 and 1, which, as I'm saying, I'm going to put these as numbers now instead, just for convenience. So outcome list, yeah, whenever I'm referring to outcome list, I should be referring to it in numbers now. 0, 1, 2. Cool. Oh, whoa, wait, why am I priming it with 0 here? I think that is just left over from before. Oh, I was just initializing it. so I'll just initialize it to blank instead. Okay. Okay. So, we're making progress. I think we're now loading. I think we're now loading it correctly. I think everything is now getting loaded correctly. What we need to change are now the like everything else. Everywhere that we reference outcomes, or everywhere that we reference epilogues, or like all that good stuff. Where is it that we actually set the outcomes? Oh, the outcomes are set here. Alright, so yeah, so it's all that stuff. All of that stuff. All of that wonderful stuff. So yeah, so I'm gonna jot these down just so I don't forget. So it's actually I'm gonna start a new like little to-do list. Actually cut this. So do prescripted events stay free? At midtime, or stop changing event type at midtime. Declare an effective type for use in remainder of curve. Okay. Yeah, and then what was the other to-do list? Oh yeah, right. So epilogues, epilogue jumps, outcomes, outcome jumps, and chains. I think those are the 5 that I need to do. Let me double check. Epilogues, epilogue jumps, outcomes, outcome jumps, chains. Yeah, okay. I just have to make sure I do all of those. Because those all used to reference the old way of things. Actually, do I actually have to even change those? Or do I just have to, if I just change the events themselves to, if I change it so that the events, set the outcomes appropriately, then maybe the rest of it will just kind of all like fall into place. So let's start there. Let's start with yeah, right. No, because it's all based on all of those things are based on the outcome value. So as long as I'm updating the outcome value correctly, then those should all fall into place. So cool. So let's go to process events, our favorite place. And so right, so outcome, right, so we're setting like outcome equals 0 or outcome equals like apop. So yeah, so let's just look at all the places that we reference this value, because we're basically just going to be doing it differently now. So global outcome equals 0. All right, well, we actually shouldn't be initializing it here, or at least there's no reason that we should be initializing it here. So I'm just going to get rid of that actually. Because no matter how we fall through this, like outcome should always get set. Like there shouldn't be a situation where outcome doesn't get set. Or are we? I don't know. Maybe my logic doesn't work that way. Maybe my outcome logic. Okay. So right. So instead of so for here, for example, instead of setting outcome equal to top list, oh yeah, no, that was the other thing I was going to change too. Actually, okay. So I'm going to change that now. Before I get wrapped up into the rest of the stuff. So actually, let's go back to where we were loading in the events, because yeah, like I said, with these actions, I don't want to use like I anymore. I want to use oh, all right. This is a little circuitous. Robble. I guess this is fine. No, I'll just leave it how it is. Yeah. All right, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Um, I could change it to make it like easier down the line, but like it'd be more confusing up front than it's worth. Oh yeah, so for example, here's a place where outcome should not be a string. Outcome should just never be a string anymore. Maybe I'll just start at the top and like make sure that it's not a string anywhere. That's different. It's different, different, different. Fixed outcome lists. Right, this is all the stuff that we just did. Blah 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 blah. Outcomes. That's different. Global outcome. It's different. Outcome. All right. So here's where we were. Right. So outcome does not equal top list. Right, because like top list indexed up winning value index 1 is the name of the action, but here what we want to do instead is we want to say cur dot actions index this value, which will give us the index relative to just for the list of actions themselves. So what we have to do here is we have to add in 1, because index like the first action in cur actions index is at 0, but in outcomes the generic outcome index is at 0. So we need to add in that extra 1. Yeah. Okay. And then so for luck X, same deal. Again, we're not I mean we calculate it differently, but we're not using just that value anymore. We're using that value indexed in cur actions plus 1. And same here, we're not going to use just apop anymore. We're going to use cur action. Oh, wait a second. What if this is an adlib event? Cur actions is blank in an adlib event. Okay, so apparently we have to handle a little bit of that too. Okay, so let's go back to just calculating it weird, like just calculating it the old way. Let's just leave it as like these words, and then what we'll do at the end is we'll say so we'll do the outcomes like we used to, and at the end we'll say if outcome not equals like 0, because if it doesn't equal like if it doesn't equal exactly 0, then well, actually no, there'll be 2 checks. It'll either equal exactly 0, it'll equal exactly 4, or it will equal something correspond. No, I don't have anything set up here for the for how adlib events actually really parcel out. No, that's not true. This should be fine, actually. So wait, let me just look at my diagram again. Yeah, pound W's, pound W's, pound L's. Yeah, no, this actually should be fine. This should be fine. This should be totally fine. Yeah, this is good and fine and stuff. So, yeah, okay. So we'll do it just like this. So outcome, yeah, no, outcome will just be like this. And then what we do is once we've like got the outcome, oh, what is this about? Outcome equals 0? Oh, yeah. Wait, this is right, so this is just an example of where oh, right. So yeah, I do want to okay, wait, no, excuse me. There are some changes that I want to make, which are right, I do want to change it so that we use not the string version of 0, but the numerical version of 0. Uh, and then because also okay, so that's for like tilt. Um, but then for even, it's not going to be the numerical version of 0 either. It's actually going to be the numerical version of 4. Because yeah, like we made it so that like the even type events use the second half of the list, which indexes from 4, not from 0. So right, so these are supposed to be. Oh wait. Oh okay, so tilt and outcome equals 0, or even and outcome equals 4. Or not equals 0, not equals 4. Uh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, and then so yeah, this thing about up like fixing up the outcome, we can do it. We can do it wherever. So like outcome. What is so it's like outcome tag equals outcome, and then if outcome uh not not in 0 4, then uh this is when we have to convert it. Oh wait. No. We'll just say wait. Hold on. No, okay, no. This is good. Yeah. So if outcome not in list 0 4, if it's not 0 and it's not 4, we have to say if curev dot adlib uh oh yeah, all these places that I'm referencing curev type, these are the things that I have to change when I do the this thing here. So that's gonna be a lot of instances now that I think about it, but that's fine. Okay, so if curev adlib, which I can still reference because adlib doesn't change during the event. So if curev adlib, then should I just do this as two separate cases? Like if outcome equals 0, if outcome equals 4. It might be easier just to do it that way. So, oh, wait, no. Nah, I can't really do it that way. Because it's not checking if it equals to 0, it's checking if it's not equal to 0. And 4, for example, is not equal to 0, so I kind of, okay. So if curev adlib, if curev dot type. Wait, have I done event type category by this point? Because I'm basically just like all these times that I'm saying like LuckX, luck whatever. Like what I'm really saying is event type category. Oh, and so yeah, that's another funny thing is that like I put curev type free here, but like the curev type is never free by this point. Like the whole point about the curev type free is that it can convert to any other event type, but it's already done it by this point. So this statement is actually a bit superfluous. Let's look up event type category though, because I think I don't actually calculate the category until later in like this whole processing thing. Oh no, I don't even calculate the category in process event. All right, so I guess that's fine. Should I though? Because like at this point I'm referencing it so many times that like maybe I should just check the category up front and then I can just use the category a million times over instead. Uh, I don't know, maybe not. This is probably fine. So yeah, I can get rid of these references to curev type free though. Uh, because like I said, there is no such thing as free at this. Oh no, wait, no. I'm an idiot person. This is not the end of the event. This happens like throughout the event. So no, yeah, no, free actually can exist at this point. Oh, weird. So like, um, yeah. So all these references to curev type. Okay. Yeah, right. Yeah. this process events doesn't it runs at the end of the event, but it also runs like throughout the event as well, and I have to keep that in mind. Okay, so so if curve adlib, if curve type. Oh yeah, this I started thinking about the event type category and got distracted, but whatever, I don't care. So if curve type in the list of even even x, then we're gonna say so if if adlib and curve type even x, then we'll say outcome equals 5. Because this is the case where we're not getting the generic lose condition, or we're not getting the generic win condition. We're getting one of the action-specific lose conditions, and that's indexed at 5. The else case is that we're not getting the generic lose condition. We're getting the generic win condition, and the generic win condition is indexed at 1. And so then the else case to whether it's adlib is, this is the part where we reference curev index action, or curev dot actions index outcome, because it's not an adlib event, so we don't do this for archery, do we? No, we just don't even process event for archery. Okay. So we don't have to, I was like, do we have to? No, okay. So curev actions outcome. Oh, right, so what we're setting here is outcome equals curev actions index outcome. Oh no, we still have to we have to check the even x thing, because again, like, there's going to be different offsets based on that. So if it is even or even x, it's going to be the curev dot actions index outcome plus 5, and then I just thought of a way I could simplify this. I don't know if I care though. Outcome equals curev dot actions index outcome plus 1. This is fine. Yeah, this is fine. Okay. So let's no, what do we do now? So now we have our outcomes correctly. Oh, outcome tag. I don't think we need that for anything yet, do we? Well, let's look at the other places that we use outcome. Outcomes, that's different. Outcomes, different. Outcomes, different. Different. If outcome in curev dot outcomes. Yeah, that's fine. Wait. Oh yeah, if not curev live. Okay. Outro string plus equals curev outcomes index outcome. Yeah. Good. Archery outcomes, that's unrelated, that's something different. Archery outcomes, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so outcome equals 0. Outcome equals 2. Not a big deal. We're not really changing how archery works, but since I changed all the other references of outcome to be numerical, I figure instead of a string, might as well do it here too. Alright, so outcome jumps. Yeah, this should all be fine, because like we did above, we didn't have to like convert all of these individually. We just had to convert how outcome gets updated, and these should all fall into place. So outcome jumps, that should be fine. just by indexing outcome, the same as we were doing before. Epilogues should be fine as well. Yeah. Chains as well. Is that okay? So this is just archery stuff. This is unrelated. This is screen text, also unrelated. Yeah. Oops, I'm going up instead of down. I think that should be everything. So, yeah, that should work now. That should just work now. Oh, except, yeah, so I haven't updated the data for my free events and stuff like that. All right, so I'll call this done. Yeah, so I still haven't done the prescripted events free, whatever, blah, blah. I haven't updated the outcomes for these events, and I haven't updated the outcome for, I think it was the other mutiny event. Whoops. I think it was the other mutiny event, was the other free event type. Right? Yeah, event type 6. How many event type 6s do we have? Is it just these two? Let's run event type counts. We have 4 event type 6. Oh, because I converted some of the old ones. Yeah. Alright, right. Alright. So, what were the other ones? One was betrayal, celebration. Yes, this is event type 6. And what was the other one? Riot? No. No, it was another. It was part of a chain. Curse? No, it was arson. It was the one in arson. It was guard. Yes, I'm smart. Um, okay, so these are all 4 of our. These are all like what 6 of our quests that need. So we've now added in new outcomes for these quests, basically. So, for example, this one needs. This is event type 3. And event type 3 and so event type 3 is tilt X. So it needs neutral lose and action specific whatever. Win condition. Okay, so I'm just gonna plug it in just for starters, just so I can run the script and it's not it's not gonna crash when I try and run it. So generically is action specific win. Shrine is event type 4, which is even, so it's gonna have generic win and action specific lose, and then what is this? Oh, this is event type free, so it's gonna have generic win. Oh no, generic lose, action specific win, and then it's gonna have these ones as well. And then mutiny is going to have, right, so yeah, so with mutiny, interesting. So let's save these. So with mutiny we have a rift grows, so this is the generic lose. Right, so these ones I had initially written just ambiguously so that none of them feel especially good or especially bad. But now I can do that. So this is the generic, so this is the one that happens in the case that the event type gets shifted to tilt, and then it fails. um, so I should be more storytellish. Like I should tell more of the story. So actually, for one thing I'm gonna do for starters is I'm just gonna duplicate this, and I'm just gonna say like bad, uh, good, uh, good, good, bad, uh, bad. Okay. Uh, well, so I'll be more specific. Bad, generic. Uh, ah, cursor, where did you go? Uh, bad, generic. This is good. Good join. Uh, this is good shove. This is good generic. Or yeah, whatever. So then bad join. And then bad shove. And I will rewrite them because this is not good. What I have here is not good. But then yeah, so for celebration and guard, I'm basically going to do the same thing. So this is generic good, or good generic. And so part of the reason I took this particular event type is that like bad is not even really bad. So like I can make I mean, not that there is this distinction between like the good and the bad outcomes. Oops. I you know I can play with that, and I can you know, make subtle changes, but like none of the like this is actually a like a what was I calling it? It was like a reward event or whatever. Like it has like this one here means that it's worth extra experience. So like this is basically like yeah, I mean it's a reward. It means that like it comes at the end of a quest chain, and specifically it comes in the case that you do very well in the quest chain, and it is like yeah, so like they're like bad. So like the bad outcomes here are actually just like the less impressive good outcomes. They're all good outcomes. Um, so this one has a lot of whoops. This one has a lot of or this is bad generic. And then yeah, this one has a lot of outcomes. So good good patrol. Yeah, also with this one I had rewritten it to this one is not a reward. This one I had just this one I guess like the situation just like seemed like generally generally ominous, or like, you know, you're not supposed like none of the outcome like nothing was supposed to feel especially good here. So like even the good ones like were like yeah. I don't know if it necessarily worked like that. I don't have to worry about whether it worked like that because now I can rewrite it to like actually work. So bad patrol, bad rig, and bad tend. Yeah. Okay. So now the script won't crash because it has all the outcomes that it needs in order to do stuff. They're just not very well written. So I should touch these up at least quickly before I move on. I'm always impressed by how few people play side quest. Oh, is the script crashed or something? No, it would start honking if the script was crashed, right? I don't know. Oh, Yeah. I feel like it would crash. I don't know. Anyways, Sogom, how's it going? Yeah, I plan on doing exactly that. I had quite a life for a week, for like 2 weeks basically. But no, now it's back to streaming. Streaming is life. Streaming is love. Um, oh! Oh! Cripes! I never did unhost. Cool. It's been a while since I streamed, so that's exciting. I totally forgot to do the unhost command, and I'm an idiot. So, anyways, what yeah, I was okay. So let's so I was just in the process of updating like a bunch of outcomes. I've just put in temp text, and now I might as well just touch this up real quick. So the bad generic outcome. This is if the event type gets shifted to tilt, and oh wait. These actually serve two purposes. These serve in the case that it gets shifted to tilt, and where have I been the last 5 years? Um, where have I been the last 5 years? I went to nowhere really. I biked a lot. I did biking, and I don't know what else I did. Not much. uh, I basically just like wasted my life. All right, so the this outcome is not just for tilt event types. It's also for luck event types. So no, actually this one is not. These ones are. So this one's just for tilt, and it's the case where tilt fails. This is for tilt or for luck, which is interesting. Uh, I guess that hmm. I might want to separate those out actually at some point. For now, I don't think so. I think I can write them fairly, and I can write them in such a way that, you know, it works fine. I act like I could decide about my streaming schedule. Yeah, that's the other thing is that my streaming schedule is probably going to be different now. I am back and I do plan on streaming a lot more than like not at all, but it's going to be different than it was before. So heads up. Um, all right. So bad generic outcome. This is the case where it gets tilted and it doesn't work out. So uh, uh, so you attend to the needs of the camp until the villagers feel settled. That's not bad enough. So it's like you attend uh, tirelessly uh, uh, to the needs of the camp. Uh, the villagers remain startled. Remain at ill ease. Uh, yeah. So good patrol. I think these were, yeah. So the ones that we have written here were pretty good to begin with. So these ones will probably be fine. So good rig. A few hours later, you find several unfortunate scamps dangling from their ankles. Good 10. Some villagers bake you delicious pies. Thanks. Okay. So good generic. This is when you cover all bases and it goes well because you're supposed to, because it's balanced. So you attend to the needs of the camp until the villagers feel settled. Um, that's fine, I guess. All right. So what's bad patrol? So okay. So bad patrol. If too many people patrol. If too many people patrol. So the patrol groups uh, find nothing, uh, but return uh, to find the camp had been raided in their absence. Womp womp. Rig. Too many rigs. Too much rigging. You run out of supplies to build snares. You you also have no. What would you build snares out of? Like rope. You also have no. Uh, so you have no rope for what? Yeah, what? Are, like not only did you run out of not only can you not build more snares, but you like you kind of wasted rope is the idea. And sorry, I'm asking myself rhetorical questions. So you know rope. You have no rope left for repairs, I guess. I don't know either. Okay. So bad tending to villagers. Why is it bad to tend to the wounded? This one's kind of a stretch. Why is it bad that you tended to the wounded? Um, why is that a bad thing? Uh, you don't like my green avatar? I don't know. I figured green was like not a green just doesn't show up that much. Like I figured it would be like good because it is like different. But if it makes you feel better, I'm a spider in real life, so uh it it is actually accurate that I would look like a spider in that picture. I just have this like prosthetic human body that makes it look like I'm not a spider. But no, yeah. So bad tending to the wounded. Uh, your medical your limited medical knowledge. Uh, uh, knowledge. Um, I won't make this. I won't make this so bad. I was gonna make it like basically that you like make things worse, but no. You so your you're like you what? I try not to say you. So like the I can see links, yeah. Although they're showing up on my other monitor, which is why I'm like craning my neck around. This is gonna be loud and annoying. No. Huh. Oh. Hey. Cool. That's an accurate representation of me. Uh, this stream tends to involve a lot of fist shaking, so. um. All right. You. All right. You sit. Oops. Wrong screen. So awkward having multiple monitors. I don't manage them well. Okay. You sit with the wounded. Uh, uh, their condition remains stable. I think that's like one of the worst things. I mean, it's not literally the worst thing, but like, just like waiting was tough. Like just waiting in a hospital. is like a really unfortunate, like not preferable situation to be in. So I think that's bad enough as an outcome. Um, so yeah, all right. So these ones might actually be fine. So good generic festivities continue through the night with laughter. I might not actually write different outcomes. Like wait a second. I have these backwards. It doesn't go good, bad, 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 good, good. It goes bad, good, good. It goes bad, uh, yeah. It goes like that. Yeah, right. Okay. I just wrote it backwards for some reason. Okay, so bad generic. Uh, Festivities continue through the night. I'm just gonna change it subtly with like roars and what are those like I'm asking myself rhetorical questions here, but like the thing that like there's this thing where like drunk people like try and sing together. I forget if there's like a specific term for it. Bellowing, I guess. Yeah, roars and bellowing. I'll just call it bellowing. Uh, roars and bellows, reverberating through the castle. Okay, so good dine, banquet hall roars with celebration and lively music. A lot of roaring. Um, whatever. With I'll say shouts. Shouts and bellows reverberating throughout the castle. Okay. So is that sounds weird? Festivities. Uh, Maybe I should use a different. Uh, no, I really don't have to change this much. I basically don't have to change it at all. So I really shouldn't spend time worrying about this. The banquet hall roars with celebration and lively music. That's fine. Uh, Festivities continue through all hours, I guess. Uh, yeah. Sure. The night sky lights up with hundreds of different colors, sparkling bursts of light. Okay, good generic. Yeah, so I'll keep this as a good generic, and then bad dine. Bad dine. The banquet hall. Uh, so no, what's gonna happen here instead is that basically, uh, well, this is gonna be kind of similar to the other like festival quests, because like in that case, it's like there's a feast and there's I guess it's kind of like the opposite, because in the other festival quest, there's like a feast and there's a bonfire, but it's like it's not event type tilt, it's event type even. So yeah, this is basically the opposite. So guess what happened? So this is like the negative outcome if like, too many people dine. So uh, so yeah, what is that situation? Uh, I guess like it doesn't have to. Again, like these outcomes don't have to be like bad. They're just less good. So uh, uh, so like after a record-setting feast, uh, uh, I guess like the uh, after record-setting feast, nearly everyone is too stuffed to uh, to uh, uh, maybe just two stuffed. Okay. Uh, well, so after a record-setting feast, everyone is completely stuffed. Right, because it doesn't have to be bad. It's just like, that's like, yeah, okay, that's fine. So what happens if so yeah, so the bad watch, like the bad watch is, uh, everyone, crowds, shoulder to shoulder, to watch, a, blazing display, in the night sky. Okay, that's fine. Mutiny. Colors. American English does not have the U. So, yeah, just COLORS is how American English spells colors. Which way did I spell it? I spelled it without the U, right? I don't typically do that. What quest was that? That was, Betrayal, Celebration, Colors. It's telling, oh, weird. This program must be British, because, like, yeah, no. This is the correct spelling of colors, where I'm from. So, apparently this program is British. Weird. Okay. So... Oh, yeah. Oh, right. So, yeah, I switched from, my earbuds to, I switched over to using, this thing instead. It's really cheap. I just got it online. It's like, I think I just got it from, like, Amazon, like, Bluetooth, what is it even? It's like, it's Plantronics. I can't, like, read the serial number or anything. But it's really cheap, and, yeah, I think it's like this one here. Actually, no, when I got it, it wasn't even that expensive. It was just like $30 or something like that. But actually, no, I think this is it though. I think this is the one I got. Maybe I got it on sale or something. Um, yeah, it's really simple, and it works fine. I got it because I was like, maybe that was something. Oh, hey, Ace the Second, how's it going? Welcome. Yeah, I got it because like I was like, maybe that would be useful, and it actually is really useful. I wear it like, or I'm not always wearing it, but I'm using it like a lot, and like it's great for me now because like if you've seen the stream before, I like wave my hands around, and oh yeah, so it charges with a micro USB, yeah, micro USB thing. So I already had like chargers kicking around from like when I had Android devices and stuff, and it comes with one too. It is. Yeah. Oh, I've been using it for biking because I'll keep my tablet in my backpack, and it'll pipe through GPS like directions. Like I can use the navigation systems, and it'll like pipe. Yeah. So yeah, I really like it. It's I would recommend it, especially if you need something like that. And I don't have like a phone. I only have a tablet at this point, so I use it because like one of the reasons I got it was so that I could not have to take a phone call. I don't have to like hello hi, how's it going? Yeah. So there's that too. Does it have an auxiliary plug? I think it's pretty basic. It has the charge port, and it has a couple buttons so you can like change the volume and like do the pairing function and stuff like that. But other than that, that's like pretty much it. Just like kind of hangs out. I mean it pairs via Bluetooth, and it pairs well. Like the connection seems fine. Like I can leave my tablet like at my desk and like just walk around the house, and it'll stay connected. it literally does everything through Bluetooth, so you never have to plug it into anything. The only time you ever plug it in is to charge it. All right, so for this quest, yeah, this one's kind of like the opposite of the celebration. This is like kind of a situation where all the outcomes are kind of bad. Uh, so uh, bad generic. So the bad generic, a rift grows between factions of the adventuring party. That seems fine actually. Good join. Yeah, I think the good ones are the ones that I'll have to write. Because, like, bad join, an uneasy sense of distrust sinks in, no one is talking. That one seems pretty bad. Heated confrontation gives way to shouting matches as sailors start falling in the drink. That sounds pretty bad. Uh, so what is the good join? Like, it's good, but, like, it's not great. Because, like, the following quest is new leadership. Like, this quest was actually only put in kind of, like, as a, segue into new leadership, which is why literally all of the outcomes end up that way. Uh, yeah, so it was yeah. If you I don't know if you there might be a better model out there at this point, but like if you're curious, I think it was what the Plantronics M50. I think was the yeah M50 was the yeah. Look, you can get it for way cheaper than they were selling it there. You can get it for like you can get it for like $30 or something like that. So yeah, it's definitely worth $30. I've had it for over a year now, probably like a year and a half. Still works fine, great battery life. Uh, yeah. Oh, here I'll just post like a link to it. Uh, Plantronics M50. Um, well, here I'll just I'll just post this link because there's like a million options from there. I know I just literally posted a link to a Google search, but whatever. It works. Alright, so um, a rift grows between factions of the adventuring party. So what is a good join? A good join is that so yeah, I guess like so like under well so yeah, no, so with the ship thrown into chaos. Uh, what is the following? What's the follow-up quest? I try not to crib too much language, like between quests. It's like new leadership. Yeah. Okay. I just want to remind myself. Yeah. So with the ship thrown into chaos, you so like a I don't know a new sense of direction begins to form. So what so conflict continues to simmer amongst the crew until everyone finds some agreement. You'll have to. Is that too optimistic? Well, so no, I'll just say like with the ship thrown into chaos, a new sense of direction. No, that doesn't even make sense. So like a new with the ship thrown into chaos, uh, new bonds begin to grow or something. I don't know. Or new bonds form. Uh, Between unlikely parties. Good shove. What is the good outcome from shoving people into the ocean? Shoving them overboard. uh, uh, so most of the traders wind up actually No, again, I can't resolve this too well. So,